This is my empty base plate, and in just 14 days I want to try to turn it into a viral survival game. I have no experience with these type of games, so I have no idea how to make them. Spending time on a game that's going to fail is no joke, so I really want to see if I can pull this off, or at least fail trying. Alright, it's day 1. Every single game starts off with an idea. I like to scroll through the front page and see what's working right now. I came across 99 Nights in the Forest. It's actually the biggest game in Roblox right now, and it's a survival game. You know what they say, good artists copy, great artists steal. Here's what I'm going to do. So this is 99 Nights in the Forest, but if we go ahead and remove the forest, add a little bit of snow and make some improvements, I think I got myself the perfect idea. Now that I have a plan, let me get to work. I opened the new base plate and messed around with the lighting until it had a nice winter atmosphere. My game is going to have one main monster, a polar bear. I made it using a 3D modeling software called Blender. Then using Substance Painter, I applied all of the textures. Let's go, I'm finally done with this beer and it's already past midnight. This thing took way too much time to make. I hope I can actually rig it, because I have never made a character before. Here we go, it's already day 2. Last night I was able to find the developer who offered to animate the polar bear. While he does that, let me make a tree. You will be able to chop it down, so I made 4 stages that together create the full model. The next thing that I did was add a day and night cycle. All of these spooky creatures will appear at night. So this game now has a working day and night cycle. It displays the day and the current time. I'm probably going to make it so that a monster can't enter your base. But in order to chop down trees and get rid of monsters, I made a useful tool. I wrote a script that's going to make it work, and also created the system that automatically regrows trees. Okay, I don't know why this took me half of a day to script. Either way, you should be able to chop down these trees, and they should give you some wood. Also, the trees can regrow and you can keep chopping them. So far the game is looking good. Next up, I created the campfire UI and added a way to drag items. Well, it could use some improvements. I made it a lot smoother and made the fireplace work. It's already 1 AM, but I'm finally done with this stupid fireplace. You can throw in logs and it'll increase its progress. Let me try to get to level 2. Never mind, it doesn't work. I'm going to deal with this tomorrow. I woke up and realized the problem was in the config. Now it should work. I designed the fire sound effect and started creating the map. For now, I'm going to leave it like this, but eventually I want to make it really big. I added the hunger and warmth UI and made it work using a new script. Then I added sprinting, it'll definitely make the game more fun. And just like that, I'm done with a hunger system, a heat system, and also a sprinting system. I thought these would be easier to make, but they're pretty complicated. While you sprint, your hunger will drain 2 times faster. And if you run out of heat, you will die in game. Now I have so many cool ideas. Now that I think about it, what's the point of having ideas if you can't actually create them? I found about this tool called Lemonade. What it does is turn your ideas into a reality. It's the first AI code tool for Roblox that writes scripts for you. It can even insert things like remote events, structure folders, and fix your bugs. Lemonade agreed to sponsor this video, but honestly, I'd recommend them anyways. They're way better than the Roblox AI assistant, so I will link their software in the video's description. Okay, day 4, I created the death screen and added an option to revive with Robux. Of course, I had to make it work as well, and let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Okay, so the death UI should work now. If I go ahead and reset, I have 2 choices. I can either revive everyone or I will shortly get teleported to the lobby. If I go ahead and purchase this product, I should respawn. And there we go. The animator got back to me with the polar bear, and these animations look clean. I will script it a little bit later, but for now, let me make a backpack. I didn't make just one, I made a lot of them. I'm done with these bags, and honestly, they look really good. The first one might look a little bit rough, but I did that intentionally. I want the progress to feel rewarding. I wrote a function that gives you the backpack. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. This problem had an easy fix. I loaded it incorrectly. I just got done scripting the backpack system, and it works on mobile as well. There are many things that I need to do off camera to make sure that the game functions. Anyways, I really want to catch some sleep. On day 5, I wanted to add food. I took a berry model, wrote a real grow a garden system, and made the crops eatable. The berries should work now. Let me find the bush. Okay, there is one. I can either drag it around or directly eat it. They also regrow in real time with this nice animation. Okay, there might be minor bugs, but I'm pretty sure it's just anchored. I have this sick idea of adding a bridge that'll lead over a massive ravine. Creating this thing took ages. I wish there was a way to automatically generate terrain. Okay, I'm fully done with the first map. I also added these borders. To get to the other side, you need to upgrade your campfire. If I reach level 2, these walls should go away. There we go, I have unlocked the second world. I think it's finally time to make this monster work. I don't know anything about creating pathfinding monsters, so I asked for some help. Never mind, I'm on my own. Yeah, I'm not going to trust ChatGPT with scripts again. What even is this? It doesn't even want to follow me. With the help of some YouTube tutorials, I was able to make my own version. Yeah, maybe ChatGPT was better. After hours of scripting, I finally got it to work. Okay, this polar bear finally works. If I get close enough, he will start chasing me. And yeah, he's pretty fast. I can also try to kill it, but it's going to be difficult with this simple axe. Either way, this beer should work now. After all this work, my brain doesn't function, so I will head to sleep. Day 6 was special, because today I had no school. I could do something that is way more boring, which is coding. If anybody watching knows how to code, like really well, message me on Discord. Anyways, when you eliminate the beer, you will gain 1 ruby. Remember the ravine I made? Well, there's currently no way to go down there, so I made a ladder. I have this idea of making a system that allows players to build ladders. After about an hour of scripting, the ladder system should work now. Let me go ahead and pick up this ladder and head to the nearest building spot. As you can see, the ladder is currently invisible and it cannot be used. So yeah, if I equip a ladder and touch this part, it should build 1 segment. And you might wonder, what's stopping you from just jumping down? Well, you simply cannot get up. You have to pray that your teammates are going to save you. This later became a big problem. I started building a watchtower and a couple other structures. I really like how this log cabin looks. I'm finally done with these structures, and for now there will only be 4. I'm not even joking, these took me hours to make. Well, at least they turned out pretty good. I won't just place these on the map. Instead, I will generate them, along with items like this ladder. Now I want to add chests, crates, loot boxes, however you want to call it. I had already made some models, so I just needed to slightly modify them. Every single day the game is getting better and better, but it doesn't have a real story. If you have ever watched the film Maze Runner, you will know that there are people trapped inside of a maze. And all along this was an experiment by the government. I'd like this game to have a similar story. I want players to slowly understand that this isn't just a normal Arctic. Adding these cameras will definitely raise their curiosity. And just like that, these chests should work. Let me go ahead and open it. Yo, what the f is this? I can never script something normally. I tried to re-rig the chest, but that didn't seem to help at all. I was kind of going insane, trying to fix this. Let's go, this finally works, and it even has sound effects. I found another bug! Trust me, I fixed this off camera. I started building a husky and handed it to my animator. I configured all of the mobs and defined their damage, range, and etc. Then I added these notes, which hopefully will make the players want to explore more. Between day 10 and 11, I made a crafting system. I wanted to make it somewhat similar to Minecraft, but it would be way too complicated. I ended up scripting it in a similar way to 99 Nights in the Forest. After a long day of work, the crafting system should be done. Here you can add some materials. Let me add some logs. Ignore that all of these materials look the same, I still haven't configured them. Anyways, I should be able to craft a torch. And yeah, that's about it. You'll be able to use it to scare the polar bear. I also made these vectors for every single item, including this battle axe. Now it was time to script it. I want this axe to work with only mobs. Okay, so I added a pretty cool feature. Eventually, as you'll play, you'll want to get a better axe. And when you do, you have two axes, so one is pretty much useless. It might not make a lot of sense, but I like this idea, so I will keep it. The main place is almost done, but how will the players get there? I think it's time to build the lobby. I created this Arctic house and modeled a couple more assets. And just like that, I'm done with this map. Of course, I forgot to anchor everything. Either way, you can get the idea of how it's going to look. I think this should do the trick. I always forget to anchor something. It's finally time to add some UI. I added the currency counter, shop icon, and this billboard UI that I will clone onto the character. Then I created the shop frame and made the Ruby pack section. I just got done scripting the shop, and honestly, I don't know what to put here. This is probably why all of my games have terrible monetization. I can offer these rubies, but currently they have no use. I got to work on creating a bed. Then I wrote a script that's going to skip the night if enough players are sleeping. Okay, I finally got done with the bed. Let me go ahead and place it. Let's put it right here. It's supposed to show a proximity prompt. I don't know where it went. Anyways, I'm pretty confident this works. It's golden hour right now, so I want to go outside. Breaks are necessary. Don't burn yourself out. So it's day 12, and luckily it's Saturday. I fixed the bed and created the group rewards UI. Then I created the bandage and many other items like rifles, ammo boxes, and etc. Back to the ravine again. Currently it's useless, so I want to turn it into a mine. I'm going to spawn coal blocks, and to do it I added these little ports. Okay, ever since I last recorded, I made a lot of improvements. Now you can craft a pickaxe. Of course, you can't use it on trees, but if you go down here, you can mine coal. Let me go ahead and destroy this one. Okay, this process might be a little too long. I easily fixed it by changing one line of code. Next up, I created this loading screen, and I have to say, it looks clean. I added one more mob, a sheep. Otherwise, there's no way to get wool. I'm pretty much done with this game, well, except for classes, but I'll probably add those off camera. As you can see, the night now looks a lot more scarier. I also added sheeps, let's see if I can find one. Oh, it looks like the sheep has fallen into this cave. Well, that's unfortunate. Whoa, day 13. I don't have a lot of time left, that's why I got straight to adding classes. I know, I said that I would do this off camera, but look, I need footage. For each class, I made a character, and here's how the system turned out. Now I can say that I'm pretty much done with this game. It's time to create the thumbnails. For the first time ever, I'm going to try to use Blender. I found about AOs and missed passes. It's my first time making this type of realistic thumbnail, and honestly, it turned out better than I expected. It's hard to see the true colors because my camera makes it so bright. I have been thinking of getting a new phone. Should I get one with a better camera? I created another thumbnail and made this icon. I really like how it looks. Before I publish this game, I need to make sure it actually works, so we did a single testing session. After 10 minutes, these were all of the bugs. It's safe to say that I didn't get much sleep this night. It's nearly 2 AM and I'm still fixing bugs. I have to wake up at 7 AM tomorrow. Why does developing have to be so hard? It's the final day, but at least all of the bugs are fixed. Well, hopefully. I designed a couple of badges and uploaded them on Roblox. Yo, since when creating badges cost 100 Robux? They really want us to go broke. I think it's time to launch the first ad. I'm happy to announce that the first ad is finally live. It's currently in review, but it shouldn't take more than 30 minutes for it to get approved. These first players will be like testers. I can analyze the stats and make small improvements. A day later, I checked how my game was doing. I'm a bit disappointed. From the looks of it, no one has made past day 10, which is really bad. I think there's something wrong with this game, it might be way too hard. It has also made 0 Robux, which is really bad. I need to do something about this. Game developing is all about analyzing and making improvements. I made a badge to figure out how many people fail to survive. To improve monetization, I added a special offer. The first ad is about to stop running, and look at the click-through rate. This number is insane. Usually my click-through rate is 2 times worse. Maybe this game has potential after all. That's why I spent another 4,000 Robux and launched another campaign. The ad is still running, but I got some bad news. If we take a look at the leaderboards, we can see that no one has passed 10 days. The game is way too hard, or it just breaks at day 10. I already nerfed it by so much, I don't know what to really do. I realized the problem was in the hunger system. It drained so quickly that players couldn't find food fast enough and survive. I hope this fixed the problem. I ended the day by launching another ad. This time I went all in. RIP my bank account. It's been a few days, and before I show you how the ads performed, I want to tell you something. No one has survived past day 10. I honestly don't know how that's possible. It's still running, but it only has 2 credits left. The click-through rate is quite good, it's above 3%. However, this game is making 0 Robux. If I take a look at the statistics, they're horrible. Unfortunately, this game has a ton of problems that I don't really know how to fix. If we head over to monetization, we can see that it has made 230 Robux. However, the game hasn't hit the algorithm, so who knows, maybe the stats will improve. It's hard to judge a game in such a short time. The stats are beyond horrible, but I have had cases where the game slowly gets picked up and the stats naturally improve. To really see if this game failed, I need to wait more time. Anyways, I would appreciate if you could smash that subscribe button. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, have a great rest of your day, and peace.